5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from San Francisco, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Get in here, everybody, get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Oh my God. I don't know what was going on, okay? We had a lot going on. But listen, we're here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. We got a lot to talk about. Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back. We're live. You guys know Mondays are very rough days for me. Things just started, just it's a mess around here. I'm a mess. Chow, I'm having iced tea today because, Chow, my stomach, just a mess. Girl, but we made it. We're live. We did it. The computer tried to shut down on us, and we're still here. The ghetto. But listen, if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello. Hello. I feel extremely dry right now. I don't know why. But okay, we're going to get into some things. We are talking about Joe Budden responding and alluding to Charlamagne starting the smear campaign. We're talking about Ray J finally filing for divorce on Princess Love. We're talking about McKay Michelle saying that she was supposed to be Mercedes on Pussy Valley. Oh, did I just say the word? See, P Valley. This is why I be getting myself in trouble. Don't say that if you call in. And what else? Erica Mena and Cardi B. And yeah, we're going to get into some things. So let's go ahead and start with the show. What do we have first? First, let's go ahead and shout out to WAP. Okay, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP is now globally the #1 song in the world. It has reached it peaked at #1 on Billboard's global charts. So that's a big deal. They got the #1 song worldwide. WAP. So shout out to that. The price for them both just went up. You can expect to see a lot happening with Cardi B, and even more probably happening in the next few months to year with Megan Thee Stallion, because she is now a part of one of the largest songs in the country. Well, not even the country, the world. So shout out to those ladies for that. Shout out to them for that. Okay. So that is that. What else did we want to get into? Oh, let's get into this because I don't even care, really, honestly. I'm only doing this because you guys want me to. I really don't care about her. I'm trying to tell you, Masika, there's a few people that I don't care about. Masika is one of them. So I haven't even been I don't care so much about Masika. I haven't even been watching what is the show on the Zeus? I don't even, and you guys know I was a avid Zeus Network connoisseur. I was always pushing the Zeus Network. But the Zeus Network to me is just now falling off because it's like a Love and Hip Hop replacement. And to me, it's just, it's not what I thought it was going to be. So everybody that was on Love and Hip Hop has a Zeus show, but I don't watch it. Okay, so I'm not really watching it. The best shows to me were the Princess Love and Ray J in the Black China. Outside of that, I'm over it. So I don't watch the conversation between her and Hazel E. However, my phone was blowing up because they were saying that a producer from Love and Hip Hop did a podcast and was talking about how Masika pretty much frauded him out of some money. So let's take a look at it and then we'll talk.
And is this woman Masika Kalisha Tucker that happened to be on one of our shows, Love and Hip Hop, who attempted to buy a house from me but committed fraud, and then I was nice enough to let this disgusting person in my house with a lease decided to use the COVID-19 moratorium to commit fraud to the tune of $75,000, okay, that she owes me in back rent, and held my house hostage from me, where I couldn't go to the house, I couldn't look at the house, I couldn't sell the house, while she squatted in my house while this woman was posting pictures of how much money she has and shopping sprees and all this shit, and she ain't paying her rent. So she finally fled the house.
Good.
In the middle of the night, fled the house, stole my washer and dryer, stole TVs off the wall, stole camera.
Well, Masika. You know, white people can be petty too, and these producers can be petty. You know, the producers already don't like her because she always be talking crap about them on Love and Hip Hop, and I think she quit. Yeah. So, you know, they don't like her. They're not going to protect her. They're going to drag her every chance she gets. But here's my thing. You cannot be renting these people. What is up with these celebrities renting these houses and not wanting to pay their rent? Didn't Black China do this too? Didn't she owe something like $2 million on a house? But then you got Rolls Royces and Maseratis and Bentley trucks and all this, but you're not paying your rent. And you guys are all renting these places and not paying. Like, these people won't speak out. We are in the social media era. We're in the podcast era. We're in the radio era. We're in the internet era. Anybody with a voice and a microphone and a platform will and can speak out. Okay? And they're just going to plaster you all over the blogs. To me, I do think that it's interesting right now, though, that people are talking about Masika. This might just be a moment in time where this is her little moment to be popular, because I'm like, girl, when did we really care about Masika like that? Like, it's like every week there's some news about Masika, and it's just like, who cares? Like, do we care about Masika? I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm only doing this because the shit, it was almost a slow news day and I had it on my docket. But Masika, you need to pay your damn rent. You can't be reading the girls and getting on these shows and giving all that. And you owe money, and then you squatting and you stealing and you leaving. Like, girl, that is trash. Why do black people do that? Not even just black people. Why do people do that in general? But then black people, you cannot do that in the public eye, because then it just makes us look crazy. You got this white man on this podcast talking about you like this. And you over here giving all that, taking these pictures like you just so fab, and you owe, and you sneaking out of your lease and out of your apartment like a thief in the night. I wonder, do they report this stuff to the credit bureau? How do these people get these places with this, with evictions and stuff on their record? And speaking about the COVID-19, my God. Has everybody got that PPP loan except me? Is it the PPE or PPP? Jesus, it feels like all the people with money, well, I guess she ain't got no money, but it feels like almost all the people with money, they got the loan. And I didn't. But you know what? I'm not even going to lie. The COVID-19 has been a horrible time period. However, if you played your cards right, you could, get ahead. But don't try to get too far ahead, because the government is watching, okay? And they will be reclaiming their time. You niggas will be paying that back. Okay? So, yep, that's that on that. That is that on that, okay? What else we talking about, and who else, and what else, and what? Let me see. What else we getting into? So that was Masika. Oh, let's get into K Michelle. Oh no, let's do Erica Mena. Let's do Erica Mena Safari. Okay, so Erica Mena did a little Instagram interview. I'm not really sure exactly who the guy is she interviewed with. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even know that. All right. Well, so shout out to Star. So for what was I saying? So Safari, well, Erica Mena did an interview, and she basically was talking about why she did the OnlyFans. And here's what she had to say. Let's hear what she had to say. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go.
Reprimanded and all this stuff and scrutinized for free. I get to sell this amazing, sexy content.
Hold on.
honestly, we did the OnlyFans because it was something fun, and we get a chance to kind of be over the top sexy and, you know, kind of do what we want and not get judged for it. And even if you judge me, you got to pay me for it. You know, it's just a different, it's Instagram, but instead of giving you this content and getting reprimanded and all this stuff and scrutinized for free, I get to sell this amazing, sexy content, me, whole heart and body and all, which I love myself and feel great about myself. And I've always been such a big sexual kind of over the top person. I reek sex, I love sex. And it's just kind of like, now it's just kind of like, I'm in an element where I can get paid to just be sexy. And that's not something that you can do on Instagram or any other platform. And first, and, you know, a country club, and, you know, we got sky high ceilings, and I'm waiting for my chandelier to arrive. COVID, you know, furniture as well, all custom. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's and it was really just for fun. It's like we're stuck in the house with each other, and it's like, be a fly on our wall. We know that you guys
Listen.
Okay, so so I feel like she everybody was calling them broke because she was talking about on Twitter. Remember when Erica Mena was on Twitter and she was saying that, you know, she was trying to do other content, but Love and Hip Hop producers in the network, they couldn't work, but they were in the COVID, so they couldn't make money, so they needed the money. I don't understand why people that be needed the money be trying to act like they don't need no money. We all need money. It's because people be walking around acting like, you know, people that blatantly say, I need some money. They be turning their nose up at those people. But then when you get into the middle of a pandemic or a lawsuit and you start needing the funds, you start trying to humble yourself and be like the people. Then you start saying, well, shit, nigga, listen, I need me a couple of dollars. You know, ain't no TV. You get real humble and you start to realize, well, shit, it's time for OnlyFans. Let's perk the titty up. Let's pull the big fat black out. You know what I'm saying? And let's get this bag. People is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Safari got a big old, and everybody want to see it. They've already seen it. So, you know, put it on there. Put that big black on that OnlyFans and make that money. Okay. Now some people have paid for Safari's OnlyFans, and I've seen some snippets of it, and he ain't showing nothing. And I'm definitely not looking at no Erica Mena OnlyFans. You know, I don't really care about that. I'm just saying, bloop, 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 bloop. You know, that's just not my thing. But anywho, I'm not mad at them. I mean, everybody's doing OnlyFans now. I mean, show that is the thing. Everybody is a, you know, star at this point. Shout out to T.S. Madison for doing it first. Stupid. Okay. Shoot, she was the blueprint for that, huh? Now it's trendy. Everybody get on OnlyFans. Everybody get on here and get bucket naked and buy a house. Well, I'm not mad at them though. I'm not gonna hate. I wish I could do it, but I can't do it. I can't subject myself to that kind of scrutiny. And I don't want to be on there but being bucket naked for a couple of dollars, well, a couple of hundred of thousands, in some cases, millions of dollars. Sounds so nice, but I don't want to get up there and be trying to, you know, be naked and do this and do that the third. But for those people that are doing it, congratulations. Shout out to you. There's a lot of people making money off this stuff. But one thing I do get annoyed with, though, I'm going to be honest with you. Things that are supposed to be meant for the regular folk like you and I, and we try to build our platforms or try to make a way out of no way. Why is it that these celebrities with their huge platforms and their head start on life and their head start on finances, they come and then infiltrate the things that are supposed to help us get ahead, and then they start taking the money from us? You know what I'm saying? It's like, gang, it's like none of these celebrities wanted to do podcasts. None of these celebrities wanted to be YouTubers. None of these celebrities wanted to do OnlyFans until we started becoming lit and doing it. So now they came off their high horse and their television scripts and they come out of their mansions, and now they want to be OnlyFans. Now they want to be content creators. Now they want to be YouTubers. Now they want to be bloggers. It's like, girl, Can the regular people have anything? No, the regular people can't come up at all because the damn celebrities always want to jump into our stuff whenever we making a little money. Jeez, Louise, man. Tired of you Candy Burris ass niggas. Candy wants all the money. Can I stand Candy? Candy ain't got nothing to do with this, but that gave me a Candy spirit.
Who is this freak of nature?
With DJ Armon.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I guess I'm going to just add it to it right now. Shout out to my girl Candace over at Daytime Tea Time because she broke this story. DJ Booth, mind you, me and Booth had slightly, we didn't really get into it because he didn't really entertain me too long, but we did a little back and forth. I was trolling him a little bit. I'm not going to lie because it was pissing me off. But DJ Booth will not be on the Wendy Williams show. He is gone. So apparently, he told a fan, you got to go watch Candace's video. He told for the whole deep down, breakdown. He basically was DMing a fan and basically told the fan that he was not going to be on the show anymore, but then he was deleting the DMs. So anywho, he gets on live and, all of us are in the live asking him, what's going on with him and Wendy Williams? Is he going to be on the Wendy Williams show? What is the tea? And he is ignoring it. And I'm like getting frustrated because I'm like, okay, Booth, let's be very clear here. And I sent him a message. I said, Booth, in the DM, and I got a nice bright profile picture. Mine was the brightest in there. I said, Booth, it's only 30 people in this chat. We all asking the same thing, and I know you see what I'm asking you. It's only 30 people here. So you don't have hundreds of thousands, you don't have thousands, you don't have hundreds of people in here. You see what I'm saying? Are you on the Wendy Williams show? What is the tea? He's still not responding. I said, Booth, why are you not responding? It's now 29 people in the chat. You see what I'm saying? He like, well, I just think that people should mind their own business and stop worried about other people. And we are in a social media era where everybody is always worried about what other people are doing. Worry about yourself. And I said, listen, how dare you tell us to worry about ourselves when you are basically a freaking co-host on the show? That's not fair. You're taking pictures with her. You were co-hosting on the show. You're the DJ. I went to Wendy Williams' show. I seen you there. I want to know why you're not there no more. You were in the middle of her and Nicki Minaj's beef. He was in the middle because he was both of their friends, but he wasn't in the middle because he was picking a side. He was very, very neutral. However, I'm just saying, Wendy Williams made sure she acknowledged Booth on every show. There's many pictures. She's always told us stories. So, of course, we're going to want to know what's going on because, she's always talked about him bringing her flowers and bringing her food and taking her out and being her date. And now you want to tell us that it's not our business. We don't need to worry about it. You happy and we need to mess with you just for messing with you? No. We want to know what happened. Are you going to be on the Wendy Williams show or is that fake news? And here's the thing, Booth. I like DJ Booth. He's one of my favorite DJs. I think he's dope, but although I think he'd be doing some corny stuff sometime when D Nice is on line, then DJ Booth would try to go on and go live when D Nice is live. Like, girl, you're not gonna, get the numbers that D Nice has. But either way, here's my thing. Booth, you're the one who wrote the fan. You're the one who told the fan the tea and then tried to unsend the messages. So why would you do that? Why would you even talk to the fan and then act like it's a problem when it gets out? You wanted it to get out, but now you don't want to answer the questions. No, the question is, are you on the Wendy Williams show? If not, what happened? I mean, that's what we want to know. I mean, is that so wrong to want to know what happened? Sure. That's what I would want to know. I feel like there was something to it. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to just say it was all Wendy. I'm not going to say it was all Boo. I don't know who it was because I feel like, yes, Wendy Williams, has control, but that's a huge show now. Like so maybe they didn't renew Booth's contract. And maybe him and Wendy are still cool, but maybe she couldn't get his contract renewed for whatever reason. And maybe they did a whole switcheroo, or perhaps They didn't need a DJ because there's no studio audience. And he felt some type of way that he lost his job because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So we don't know how many people are going to be there. So maybe there was no budget for a DJ. So it's not, I can't just assume that it was Wendy. However, Booth was saying that, you know, he took the Wendy Williams DJ out of his bio, and he also took out, and then when he would DJ, he said he was the DJ for Nicki Minaj and DJ for Fabulous. So I feel like Booth his feelings could have been hurt because maybe perhaps Wendy Williams didn't fight for him to be there. But you got to think about it. Why would we need a DJ in the middle of a pandemic there's not going to be any studio audience? I don't think, or it might be a limited studio audience for right now. So why would he be on the show? Who is he going to DJ for? Wendy? So you don't need a DJ. It's no audience. So I don't know why you would need a DJ. But maybe he's in his feelings. So, all right. So let's move on. So, but we'll see. We'll see when he comes back on the 21st. So, let's keep it moving. What else we got? Okay. Do we want the Ray JT or do we want the Charlamagne? Oh no, let's go here. Ashley, Darby, and Michael. Okay, so Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't watch this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not watch this. I've seen this on a blog. I don't even know these people. I do not watch the Real Housewives like that. I don't watch the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not a big reality Real Housewives thing. You know what I mean? But this was interesting to me. You know, I guess she's 32. He's 59. He's had a record of being flirtatious. And, you know, there's been cheating scandals, not only with women, but with men. But he definitely gives me the type that's with men. First of all, this man is 60 years old with a 32-year-old biracial black woman. Okay. He's into some things. Okay. And strip clubs, you gotta, let's just be honest. Can I be honest with you? You gotta watch an elderly white man that is into younger and black and strip clubs, because that is a sign that they are into not just women, but, you know, transgendered women, gay men, anything freaky. You know, they're freaky. They have a freaky side. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he got really, really high and got into a lot of things. I think there was at one point he actually was going through a case because one of the producers of the show said that he kind of, you know, sexually assaulted them. But for lack of evidence, the case got thrown out. And he also allegedly said to one of the Real Housewives about one of their husbands that he would suck their husbands in a hotel. That was some tea too. Now that was about 2 years ago or something like that. Or something. I think that's when I was doing my research. I heard that he was telling people that he had sucked one of the house husbands. So you got to be careful with these older men, especially these older Caucasian men, because they really get into some things. But now, so I guess that it came up that perhaps maybe he was cheating. I don't know. I just got a clip of it. And there was, you know, that he could have been cheating or he could have been seen with another woman or something like that. And, well, let's take a look at what she said and how she verifies if he cheats or not. Let's see if I got that. Let me see.
Today, Candace received a very strange text from one of her friends. It starts right there. You can just go scroll down.
Okay. What? He has a boyfriend and a wife? He was asking who he can take to a hotel nearby? What? So this person is a credible source?
Yes, this is a friend of mine who I've known for years.
Okay.
We didn't want you going home and not knowing this, because it's kind of like, you know, if he did not tell the truth, if he wasn't honest with you, you need to know.
Right. As far as I know everything as well, so that's why it's like a little, you know, I'm shocked. And
I know you ask like direct questions, but do you ask like indirect questions?
I don't just ask questions, Candace. I read emails, text messages, I sniff underwear,
everything.
I swear to
She reads. Now listen, I don't know how I feel about that, because people sniff underwear. There's nothing wrong with sniffing a little underwear, I think. I don't know. It just depends on what you're into. Because people are in their panties and underwear, but I don't know if I'm sniffing to smell another bitch of you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you sniff and you smell another nigga? Like, how do you know there's the difference? Now, are you smelling for perfume? Or are you smelling for cologne? Like, are you smelling for pussy? Or are you smelling for dick? Because I think that punani and balls, they would smell different. But I think butthole probably smells the same universally if it's clean or not. I don't know. Like, how do you decipher what's in what his thing was inside of? Because it could have been a pussy, or it could have been a butthole, or it could have been, who knows? So what are you smelling for? For me. And then not for nothing, I love white people. I love old people. But at 32, me and her around the same age. This man is 60 years old. I ain't smelling no 60-year-old's underwear. I know you lying. I'm not smelling no 60-year-old's ass. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not smelling. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Especially not no white man. Not no white 60-year-old. Not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. No. Certain type of, first of all, see, I don't even want to go there, but I'm just saying everybody, like different races have different type of smells, just period. Okay? White people smell a certain kind of way. Black people smell a certain kind of way. Indians smell a way. Chinese smell a way. Everybody smells a way in their own way. Okay? And I'm definitely not smelling a white 60-year-old's ass. That's just for me. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm not doing it. I don't know about you, but I ain't doing it. She's a bold one. So that means she must be into it too, boy, or she just trying to make sure that she get that coin. Because now she just went on Watch What Happens Live and basically said, listen, he's been the best husband ever. I don't care. He's been very supportive. We're having our second child, baby. Things couldn't have been better. So I think it's working out for her. Good luck. Best of luck. And girl, but the rumors, listen, where there's smoke, there's fire. This man is into me in somewhere, but I guess she's banking on the fact that he won't be kicking too much longer in her mind. So if she can withstand the fire and the storm, she can get the check at the end. But I'm still not smelling no 60-year-old. All right. So that was my thought. I would like to know, are you guys smelling a 60-year-old white ass? All right. Let's keep it moving. Are you guys having a good time? This is a good time to subscribe. We are on our way to 100K. Okay? This is a good time. If you're just joining us, if you like the show, it's your first time, subscribe. Help us. We're on the road to 100,000. Let's get it popping. Yes.
In the mix.
Who is this freak of nature?
With DJ Armon.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get into this. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to read this from the blast. Okay. So I got this off of the blast. So let's add it here. Ooh. Princess and Ray J are getting a divorce. So I got this on the blast, guys. So I'm going to read it. It says Ray J files for divorce from Princess Love, asks for joint custody of their children. September. Ray J has filed for divorce from wife Princess Love just months after the couple reconciled following her initially seeking to end the couple's marriage. According to legal documents obtained by The Blast, Ray J filed for dissolution of marriage in Los Angeles County Court today and is asking a judge to order joint custody of the couple's 2 children. The Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star also claimed the couple has a prenuptial agreement. Okay, period, Ray J. Listen, period, Ray J. The Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star Ray J also claims the couple has a prenuptial agreement which outlines support and personal property, which is not a part of the marriage and should be enforced. Oh, well, I don't know what that actually means. Maybe y'all can make that make sense for me. So does that mean that it's not a part of the marriage? Oh, it's not a part of the marriage. So he keeps it all. Oh, so he gets to keep his stuff. Yes. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's keep going. Ray J, who was represented by celebrity attorney Laura Wasser, never responded to Princess Love original divorce petition, which she dismissed on July 6th, almost immediately after filing the document. The couple shares 2 children, daughter Melody Love and son Epic Ray. At the time, a representative for the couple issued a statement saying it is very difficult. It's a very difficult time for both Princess and Ray J, and we are asking that we just let them have their privacy as they work through and deal with this very situation. But just weeks after Princess filed for divorce, Ray J said during a press conference he was back with the kids, and it appeared the couple was back together. Oh, interestingly, just a month ago, Ray J posted a heartwarming birthday message to his estranged wife saying, "Happy birthday, my love. I'm so happy and blessed to spend today with you and our family. God is the greatest. Everybody, please wish my wife, Princess Love, a happy birthday." The birthday message came just a few months after Princess Love filed for divorce on May 7th, 2020, after close to 4 years of marriage. Unfortunately, it appears after the newest divorce filing, it seems the couple is done for good. It should be noted the couple has made business deals together, including co-executive producing a new television show with the Zeus Network. As the blast reported, the couple's relationship has had its rocky points, including Princess accusing Ray J of stranding her in Las Vegas while he partied with his friends. But recently, the couple seemed to be back on track after Ray J said during an interview the family was back spending time together. For us to all spend time together, talk, and just be parents, I think a lot of things unfold from that, he shared. That's a good start for us, just spending time with the kids and making sure that Melody has a great birthday. Through all of that, we can listen and understand each other. Right now, we're just locked in with parenting. God is good. Ray J and Princess tied the knot in 2016. Princess has yet to respond to the newest legal filing. Well, here's what I feel. I think that, like I told you guys before, when they were doing the conversation, when they were having the conversation, I told you that the relationship wasn't going to last, and I think that Ray J should leave Princess. I feel like Princess is an opportunist, and I feel like Princess is trouble. I know a lot of people didn't agree with me. A lot of people were mad at me. Yes, Ray J, he does his dirt. He can, he cheated or he flirts or whatever he does. But at the end of the day, Princess broke the most cardinal rule. She went to the blogs. And then not only did she go to the blogs, you got on the phone with Tasha K. Ray J should have left her then. Ray J should have left her then. Your wife got on the phone with Tasha K. Wow. The marriage was over then. It was over then. Never trust a bitch that will get on the phone with Tasha K. I'm serious. Seriously. So listen, I agree. Leave her. Because at the end of the day, Ray J is the superstar. Ray J is the one with the money, right? I heard that Princess was a floozy back in the day. Didn't she used to date Floyd Mayweather or something like that? And then she caught herself with Ray J. It worked out. It was great. But where she lost me is when she went and started talking to the blogs. You don't go, that is your husband. I don't care what happens. You don't go speak out to the blogs. Especially when your husband is a high-profile A-list celebrity. You expose your husband to the blogs? You cannot be trusted. Do you know that this is a dog-eat-dog world? The entertainment business is a dirty world. It's hard enough that you can't trust your friends, your assistant, your co-host, your manager sometimes. But damn it, your wife will go speak out. Your wife will go expose you to the blogs. She gotta go. 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 Princess gotta go. That's messy. That's sloppy. You don't do that. Because you get, and then her response is, that's the only way I can get his attention. I'm gonna go on Instagram Live and say he left me stranded. Then I'm gonna get on the phone with Tasha K and let her spin a lie. You know, let me go talk to her for a little bit and let her just lie on Ray J. Her, Tasha, and Lyrica, they all had a three-way call and just came up with a liar. They had like a liar's lunch. How can we take Ray J down? Now, don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Ray J was high as hell in that Love and Hip Hop sit down. Ray J was zooted. Now, Ray J is not perfect. Ray J probably don't need to be in a relationship because Ray J be getting full, baby. Okay, Ray J be smoking his cigarettes. Ray J be gonna pop to his pill or hit his bag, baby, and be in Vegas, okay, knocking them down. Banging strippers out the door. So I get it. But Ray J probably need to let that go too. Okay. I wish him the best of luck, but I'm glad he's done because I was over it. Like I wish my nigga would go and speak out. And because we had a little argument. Nigga, if I'm not kicking your butt, if I'm not hitting you, and then Princess is the one that went to jail for beating up Ray J. But he didn't go speak out. But you see, Ray J has more to lose. And then the man always has more to lose when it comes to a woman. Everybody's automatically going to take the man's side. And then Ray J's the bigger celebrity. So everybody's immediately going to feel like he's the narcissist. He's the bad guy. That's the woman. She did nothing wrong. Girl, she was looking for a come up too. She knew what she was doing when she went. They had a whole conversation. And he said, listen, whatever happens between us, we do not go to the public. We do not go to the social media. We do not go to the blog. I wish me and my nigga would be getting into an argument and I go on live and cuss him out. Or I go on. I don't even do that with my friends. If I'm mad at my friends, I don't go make a Facebook status about it. Or I don't go tweet about my friends like, and you know what I'm saying? Not my people that I see every day. That's late. I just think that they're not good for each other. Both of them just need to split up. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And I said it wasn't gonna work. And then Princess got in my DM that day. She was mad at me. She said something because I said that she's no victim. And then she removed her message before we could see it. But she was like going off on me. But Princess, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So Princess don't like me anyway, but I don't care. Shit. Stupid. All right. Now's a great time to subscribe. We're going to get into our last little topic before we take some calls. Joe Budden and Charlamagne. See, I really wanted to do a whole breakdown, but my patience wouldn't allow me to go back 5, 6, 7, 8 years and pull all these receipts together. I was like, you know, we'll be better off doing a live show. Maybe somebody else can do a breakdown and we can talk about that. But Joe Budden and Charlamagne, this is the saga that never ends. Two powerful media houses. I don't really want to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Because I like both of them. I like both of them for separate reasons. And I get irritated with both of them for separate reasons. Okay. I like Charlamagne because he's smart. He's a reader. He's charismatic. He's funny. He's a hoot of a personality. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Charlamagne because I didn't like how he flipped on Nikki. I know. And people say that about me, but I don't like how he flipped on Nikki. I don't like how he act like he was not a barb at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, Charlamagne, you be cat, like you be like caping. You be trying it. Sometimes. But I understand it. So that's why I was mad at him for a while. Because he be pushing. Because my thing is this. He be pushing shit that you be like, girl, you know you're trying this. You can tell when he's like trying to throw his weight around. When he be on some BS. When he being petty. So that's when I be like, girl, you're trying it. But outside of that, I like Charlamagne. Joe Budden, I like Joe Budden too because he's a hoot and he's a cackle. However, I think that Joe Budden is a narcissist to the highest degree. You know what I'm saying? And very self-absorbed. And I think that, you know, I like Joe Budden from afar because I feel like he would get on my nerves if I was talking to him up close because I feel like I wouldn't be able to get a word in because he would always rebuttal. I think Joe Budden is horrible with women. I'll just say that. I don't like how he treats women because I feel like he's a tool when it comes to, you know, women. I don't think he's a good person. I don't think you'll be able to really date. I don't think he's a relationship type. Like I think Joe Budden is like a tool, but great commentator, great rapper, style is on point, smart guy, hothead, but I'm a little bit of that too, so I get it. So I don't want to pick a side because I like both of them, right? And these are both people that I look to. These are both people that I respect. But they're beefing, and I rightfully so. I see why, right? Charlamagne, you know, well, what I learned is Joe Budden was doing this for a while. He was one of the first guys on the internet, you know, but then he did the rap thing. But Charlamagne been in radio for a long time, been on the Breakfast Club for 10 years, you know, has been known for his mouth and his delivery and the things that he say being controversial. Then we get Joe Budden coming through with Everyday Struggle and then really just busting through the scene and Joe Budden coming through with his own podcast, this, that, and the third. And we saw that Joe Budden was really becoming a prominent figure and a prominent voice for the culture, whereas we only looked at Charlamagne for a while as the one that was like, wow, like he really gets these interviews. He goes there. So then, boom, it's instantly competition. So I do feel like there's some competition there. And like I said in my last video, I feel like they are terrorizing each other behind the scenes. And more so, I feel like Charlamagne is terrorizing Joe Budden. And Joe Budden pretty much confirmed that to me today when I listened to his podcast. Okay. He basically went on to say that there is a smear campaign happening, but the smear campaign is not from Spotify. Spotify doesn't have time. Spotify is winning. Spotify, they're moving on. Joe is moving on. However, Joe feels as though the smear campaign, while he didn't say any names, he alluded to the fact that the smear campaign is coming from iHeart, which is none other than Charlamagne the God, because Joe Budden basically read Charlamagne for blood. And then a week later, Charlamagne comes out with this Black Network podcast deal after Charlamagne has been subtly throwing shade every time Joe Budden's in the news, whether it was with the Everyday Struggle, whether it's with the Revolt deal. Anytime Joe Budden makes a move or says something, Charlamagne is like, pretty much Joe Budden is stupid. Joe Budden's a hothead. Joe Budden doesn't know how to make deals. Joe Budden is just like, they're always doing commentary on Joe Budden. He's always throwing shade at Joe Budden. Any chance he gets, he will lay Joe Budden out. Charlamagne feels that Joe Budden is just stupid and Joe Budden gets in his way. Now, if I'm doing my research, I do see that Joe Budden, you know, things will last for a little bit, but Joe Budden will quit on you if you don't give him what he wants. I do see that he will get to a point where he's like, you know what? This is not working for me, and the nigga will speak out. And Charlamagne's thing is, nigga, you don't have to do business that way. Everything doesn't need to be a public thing. Okay. Sometimes you need to handle it behind the scenes. And then even more so, you need to learn how to negotiate your deal so you don't have to keep taking deal after deal after deal and bouncing from platform to platform to platform. And then Joe Budden is basically saying, Charlamagne, you and I are not the same. You work for iHeartRadio. You are a part of the Breakfast Club. You don't own anything. You are a partner. The white man is still getting paid off of you. I am an owner. And Joe Budden is saying, listen, if we are for the culture and if this is to be moving the culture forward, why are you dragging me when I'm fighting for my rights and fighting for black people and fighting for the rights of black people? Why are you sitting on your platform throwing shade at me when this has nothing to do with you? If you don't want to have my back, why say anything at all? Why must you drag me? Why must you make me look like a fool or attempt to try to make me look like a fool in front of these people with your large platform? Why are you downplaying this revolution that I'm trying to create? And I'm with him because my thing is this, Charlamagne, if you're not going to help Joe, if you're not involved, like, why, if this is for the culture, if this is for smaller creators like myself and everybody black, why crap on Joe? If he's trying to, call him, but why get on your platform and just shit on the man and make it and be like, the nigga don't know what he's doing. He don't know how to negotiate contracts. He's pretty much trash. Joe gets in his own way. Like, why? Just let the nigga be. Unless, there's the underlining competition piece there. So then Charlamagne doesn't respond. And then what he ends up doing is he releases, he announces his podcast network, which he's a 50-50, partner with. He doesn't own it. And then all this stuff just starts coming out about Joe. Like, Joe sleeping with dogs. And then Joe was beating Tahiri on the Jason Lee. And then just a lot. I'm going to play you the audio and then we'll talk. I'm going to play you this audio real quick. All right, let me see if I got it. Joe, don't strike me, okay? I'm not going to play your video, but I just wanted to play this audio. It's only 2 minutes.
Start with facts. 2 weeks ago, I said iHeart is late to the game and has no idea what they're doing. Were y'all here for that?
Yeah.
One about Joe. What happened from there was a Jason Lee Tahiri interview, which was disgusting, considering Vado was the point of domestic abuse and somehow it landed to Joe. And Joe was the focal point. Jason Lee, an iHeart podcast, Jason Lee with a direct connect to, you guessed it, Charlamagne. And in Jason Lee's interview, you know what name he brought up that he spoke to? Charlamagne. I don't know if everybody watched that.
I did.
But that's what happened. And I didn't pay it too much mind, even with me getting a week's notice to that horrible interview that was coming. It's cool. 1 week later, what comes out? You guessed it. Fake pages, anonymous pages, all types of shit, recorded conversations, so forth and so on. And you know what happened again? You guessed it. Joe got a week's notice to that interview coming. A week in advance. Without snitching, whoever that person was that told me, you know who they had a direct connection to? Charlamagne. Are y'all following me?
Yeah.
Spotify is not thinking about this stuff. That's what I'm saying. They don't care about this shit.
I just think points are made effective.
This says
quickly.
Charlamagne the God inked a partnership with iHeartMedia to launch the Black Effect Podcast Network, anchored by his own syndicated radio show, The Breakfast Club. What did y'all hear?
What the sentence said.
My only issue is Charlamagne attempting to paint this like we're doing the same thing, and I'm just here to reiterate that we are not. It's for the people that are unknowing is that Charlamagne doesn't own anything.
He says he owns 50% of the network, according to him.
It says that Charlamagne's not paying for anything. And when you're not paying for anything and you don't own anything and someone else is funding and fronting, you can indeed get 50% of a network.
Okay. That's what he said. Listen, this is a great time. We're about to take some calls. If you haven't done so, we almost got 3,000 people in the chat. We are on the road to 90,000. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you believe you are subscribed, make sure you check and verify that you're still subscribed, because YouTube has a habit of unsubscribing people.
Live from San Francisco. Broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Yes. Let's get into some things. Get in here. Everybody get in here. Everybody get in here. We're getting into some things. The girls are fighting. The original, bitch. Okay. Oh, I'm out of tea. Literally out of tea. All right. So, yeah. So after hearing that, I feel like Charlamagne was like, because here's the thing. Charlamagne could be very, very cunning. You know what I mean? And very, very shady. And then even, I didn't play the clip, but even also in that week, Charlamagne's friend, Andrew Schultz, he came out and said that, Joe Budden was asking for $250 million and they pretty much was crapping on Joe. Joe Budden also brought up the fact that it was very interesting that in the lineup of podcasts that were on Charlamagne's new iHeart deal anchored by Breakfast Club's network, that the Brilliant Idiots were not announced a part of that network. However, Brilliant Idiots is Charlamagne's podcast. So why aren't they under that umbrella? People are saying that was a smart move because, somehow the money would have got funneled through. And, Brilliant Idiots, they're trying to, I don't know, but I feel like Brilliant Idiots is under Loudspeaker Network or something. So I don't know. But it's interesting that the Brilliant Idiots were not mentioned in that little thing. So let me take some calls. The number is on the screen. And I would like to know what you guys think about the situation. All right, let's see what we got. What do we got going? All right, last 7474. You're live on the air.
Hi, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? So you said, what do you think about the Tahiri thing or just like the whole Joe?
What do you think about what we talked about today? Whatever you want to talk about that in reference to today.
Oh, my God. So Joe and this whole thing doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. And I actually was going to ask you, do you feel like, because you've been a part of a celebrity thing, you know what's going on for a very long time, do you feel like it's a coincidence that all of a sudden, because things don't happen overnight, their contracts, they have to be looked over and all this sort of thing. And so it's not like he just broke out with this deal, this thing with Spotify. It's not just like Charlamagne just broke out. These things are all in the work. Just like he said, with now there's text message, recorded conversations, like all of these people are like in cahoots. That's my opinion. That's my intuitive feel. And again, it seems like every single time a black man wants to take control of their creative properties in this industry, they'll kill them publicly.
Yes.
They'll kill them physically. And what they're doing is they're killing them in the astro first. That's what they're doing. And sometimes they're successful, and I think that's why they actually die physically. And then when they're not, this is why they die publicly in their reputation. And then look at Bill Cosby. My goodness gracious. He's got them.
Hey, you finna go onto a train. Hey. You finna go into deep waters. Yeah, because you start talking. Listen, we can't say the R word. We can't start doing a lot of heavy cussing. We can't get. Okay, yes. But yeah, let's keep it going.
But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you get it though. It's just it's blasphemous, honestly. And that's just how I feel.
Well, how do you feel about Tahiri on Jason Lee? Do you feel like Jason Lee had anything to do with that? Because Jason Lee has been brought up, and I've seen a couple of Jason Lee's videos. I didn't watch the whole thing, but you could tell that he didn't really want to have a beef with Joe Budden, but he said what he said.
He was treading lightly,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like she really missed the mark with that, because there's a season, there's a show, and the show's airing, and then again, this thing with Vital happens, and you're in the perfect place to bring up all types of abuse that you've ever endured, because
Mm-hmm.
this is, this is marriage boot camp. There's 2 licensed therapists. You have a judge there. She had ample time to bring up Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't. And if she was looking for healing, because that's what people who have been abused, the victims are looking for healing. That was free, paid for vacation plus therapy. So it makes no sense to not bring it up then. And she would have still done it in front of the world, but she would have done it in more of an appropriate place. It just would seem right to bring it up then, not after the show is aired, not when this whole Spotify thing is going on with Joe. Somebody talk to her like, look, in a relationship with this man all the time, you took all this and that, you ain't never get paid, now you broke, look, now you can get some money. Hey, somebody call Tahiri, because we got something going on. Joe ain't acting right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Somebody, okay, they said they want me to pull the cards. I haven't pulled the cards in a minute, but thank you, caller. Give me 1 second. I love you. Yes. Thanks for calling in. All right, listen. Okay, what are we asking? They want to know. Child, I ain't put these out in a minute, girl. I just been busy, child. I gotta, but what we want to know, if Charlamagne set up a smear campaign against Joe Budden. Did Charlamagne? It's been a minute, y'all. I gotta. Let me see. Did Charlamagne start the smear campaign against Joe Budden? Let's see. Oh. Well, we got the daughter of cups. This, and we got the goddess of cups, girl. That could be some, but with the 7 of swords, girl. It could be a little manipulation to the masses, girl, playing on the emotions of the people. So yes, to me, this gives me that, girl. There is possibility that Charlamagne knows what is going on and was in on it and was sending out little nuggets to people, and they were just bone carrying it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a plotted out thing. Oh. But child, never know. But let's take some calls. 7124, you live on the air. We don't want to get too much, because the girls get scared with the cards, child. 71, yeah. We don't want to get too many people spooked over here.
Okay. So I do want to touch on the Charlamagne and Joe Budden thing. So Armon, do you recall when Charlamagne, back when the whole Wendy Williams thing was going down, and he kept putting out little things like, oh, I can't wait till such and such comes out, like, ooh, the streets are talking, like, once something like this comes out, everybody's gonna be shocked, everybody's gonna be doing this, and he was like, basically
yes.
Karma is something.
And wait, remember, even
behind it, even doing the whole Kelvin thing, calling his name Kelvin.
Yes. Well, hell, DJ Envy even spilled the tea that Wendy Williams was at the in Florida at the freaking oh my God, what is the place where you go for the alcoholics or the drugs? She was at, oh God. Yeah, she was at the rehab. DJ Envy spilled that tea low key. So they be knowing. They be knowing. So yeah.
So he definitely was sitting back in the background and nudging people like, oh, you know that? Oh, for real? He knew the whole time. I know he did. Because he's been in the background all along with the whole Wendy Williams thing. And then now all this stuff comes up. It's too much of a coincidence every time. And he's just sitting back, twirling his fingers and going like, told you, and laughing in the background, because this helps his part, because he can be like, oh, well, you want to talk mess? Well, I'm going to air out your dirty laundry, and I'm going to just sit back and watch you.
Exactly. Okay, hold on. People are saying it's low. Can you guys hear? It's just echoing. That's why I didn't want it to echo. But can you guys not hear? Okay, say something, caller. Hello?
All right. But that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to make sure
All
you
right,
guys can
thanks
hear
a
you.
lot.
Yes. Bye. Can y'all hear? All right. 3035. I just didn't want it to echo. Can y'all hear? Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear?
No. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay. Talk to me.
Okay. So I want to get into some things really
Okay.
quick. I wanted to talk about, I think her name is Ashley Darby, and her husband, the older man, the 60-year-old man.
Yes.
Ain't no way smelling that man's boxer. I mean, he just looks like he smells like Slim Jims and Bengay off the rip. So I'm not going down there to smell all of that. So that cancels that right there. If I gotta do all that, then we don't need to be together. You know, like that's just where I'm at with it. With the Joe Budden and Charlamagne campaign, I feel like Joe Budden started it because he was out here pecking fires with a lot of people, even a Philly blogger. He tried to bait him too.
Okay.
And then it's just that certain titles, court and other entities went with it. So I feel like Charlamagne, though, definitely is behind the scenes stirring the pot. He is definitely calling and emailing and texting and trying to kick Joe while he's there. Like,
But why do you feel like that?
Because he don't want to see him come up. He's petty. He calls himself petty. He do not want to see him win. He one of those fake friends, those frenemies that will smile and kiki with you all day, but behind the scenes will, if they say, well, oh, can we get you in Armon? They be like, oh, I'm fucking busy. No, I'm ready right now. They will bite back you quick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For a come up. So I kind of feel that way between their relationship.
Hold on. It's
And
an
with,
echo. Keep talking, because I'm just keep talking.
Oh, okay. And with Tahiri, I call her Granny Smith with the hip. Because that girl, she plays two truths and a lie. She does that a lot. I have footage of this girl going all the way back to Love and Hip Hop New York, where she is so aggressive. So aggressive. Flip the table. When the cameras are on, that girl turned into Ike Turner. But then she wants to say, oh, I'm abused, and oh, I'm this, and oh, I'm that. I don't rock with Tahiri like that, because there's real women out here that really get abused because they put too much salt inside their chili, and then they knocked out and got broken ribs and noses.
Right.
So I don't rock with her. You abuse women like that she says she was, like how she was crying on Jason Lee. You don't pick up Granny Smith apples and bust that boy in the head to the point where the juice was spilling down his chin.
Yes.
And then got mad that he hemmed him up. None of the producers jumped at Tahiri. She was like, go make applesauce. She was making jokes about it. But then when Vado hemmed her up, not saying what he did was right either, but when he hemmed her up, they put him out the house. They made it like he tried to go sit off the balcony.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you, Chica. Thanks, Boo. I love you for calling in, and thanks for being a supporter. And I'm gonna go ahead and take some more calls, babe.
Thank you so much. And my favorite Armon moment is,
Yeah.
Are you mad, doggy?
What did I say that? I got that from, where I get that from? I think I got that from Nikki.
I don't know, but the way you say it, I just put it around here to my own dog. Like, you mad, doggy? I've been crying.
All right.
So,
Thank you so much,
that's my
Boo.
favorite
Thanks for the support. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
No problem.
Okay, y'all can hear me, right? Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah. I'm hoping niggas can hear me. All right. Let's take another call. 3767, you live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm Good. How are you doing, boo?
I'm
Get
doing
in
good.
Here, everyone, get in here.
Get in here, everybody. Get in here. Get in here, everybody. Get in here.
We're gonna talk about some things.
Yes.
I just pretty much wanted to. I mean, I guess I want to just quickly touch on the housewife with her old sugar daddy man.
Yes.
Husband.
Okay.
And you know what? It's so funny, but this is kind of reminiscent on the dude who was with Jeffree Star's baby mama. How these women be knowing their men are doing things, but they just love to play dumb, or they're willing to do that whether it's to secure the bag or not to be single, or it just gives me that kind of tea. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she might know what her husband up to, but she waiting for that coin. She waiting for him to die and for her to get that inheritance.
Not die.
She don't care. He can suck all the you know what he want, and she don't care. That's just the tea there. That's where I am with that. And moving into the Charlamagne thing, like, I mean, it's no surprise. Charlamagne's a hater. He always been like that. That's just like in his DNA. I think, like, I mean, it's probably one of the things I think people like about him. I don't know. I'm not a fan personally, but I just think he's a hater.
You think he's a hater? Well, hey, I mean, listen, you're free to talk. What do you think about Ray J and Princess?
Princess, you're right on Princess. She messed up by taking stuff to the blogs. And I mean, she took it to Tasha K on top of everything. Like, it's not like she took it to a credible source. It's not like she sat down and had a conversation with somebody. She took it to Tasha K. And I feel like that's like taking that's like a queen taking her stuff to like the Inquisitor or something.
Right.
I just feel like, and I feel like from that, there was no repair to their relationship. And I think that Ray J initially reminded her, like, oh, you want a divorce, but remember, you don't get this. You're not going to get this. This is what you're going to have to get. This is going to be your money. And then she took a step back and said, you know what? Maybe I'll be with him. And then once she did that, he knew, like, oh, I got you. I'm good. I'm out. And he did. I mean, she showed her cards. She didn't want to go through that divorce because she didn't want to lose that money.
Period. All right, thank you, caller. I got to move on because I think that I forgot the K Michelle topic. What a fool! All right, yes. All right,
forgot the tea. Thank you, Armon. I love you.
Love you too. All right, yeah. While we're on it,
bye.
Let me drop this K Michelle tea really quick. It's not really that much, but K Michelle, is anybody watching? Are the people watching P Valley? I watch P Valley, but I had to catch it on and off because, like I told you, I would fall asleep. But I guess after you get, like a caller told me, after you get through episode 3, then it gets good. I think that she was right, but I still catch it on and off. But I watched enough to know what it's about. I watched the whole thing. I've seen the finale. I understand P Valley. However, I didn't understand that K Michelle said that she was going to be Mercedes. She recently said today that she was supposed to be in the role of Mercedes. She was between her and this girl here. I don't know the girl's name. Don't give me the lying. It was between her and her, but K Michelle said that she had dents and holes in her body. It wasn't together, and she's been hurting. She's watched the show, but she didn't really get into the show. She's well, let me just let you hear what she said, and then we'll talk. Let me just let you hear what she said.
But I haven't even watched it in the full, like, who plays Mercedes. I auditioned for months for this part as Mercedes, and it was between me and her. My body wasn't together. I had holes in me. Everything. She does an amazing job at what she does, but I haven't even watched it in the full, I watched it like the first couple of episodes. It hurts so bad. Nothing hurts me so bad than to see y'all comparing me and doing this Pussy Valley thing, because I was that close to that was my first role that I really was that close to getting. It hurts so bad, man. It does hurt me. It hurt me so bad because I was that close. It was between me and her. I was put on hold for the part, and it didn't happen. So I hurt. Who plays But I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Katori being from Memphis. Brandy's from Memphis. I'm so proud of these women. And I can't lie though, that shit hurts. So maybe second season I can be written in, but the fact that it was between me and her is something that I ain't gonna lie. I've cried about it. Like I have been hurt, been depressed about it for days, for months, you know? I got tears in my eyes running. That shit hurt. I was so close, you know? But to know you was so close, like it was between you and her, that shit is heavy. That shit would be heavy on everybody. And to see the show doing, I'm proud as fuck. Like, I'm so proud. Like, because it's my city. But to know you was so close.
Okay. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind K. Michelle. Now, they were tearing her up in the comments. They were saying that K. Michelle is very toxic. K. Michelle is bitter. God doesn't like ugly. She got what she deserved. I mean, they were laying her out in the comments. I mean, I don't feel that way about K. Michelle. Somebody said in the comments, from R&B to country music to P Valley. Wow, K. Michelle. Where's my thing when it comes to K. Michelle? I just personally don't feel like she could move like that. Like, that girl really can dance. Like, this girl really would, like, K. Michelle, like, when I see Mercedes really is a bad B. K. Michelle, you could barely walk. I don't, like, K. Michelle, like, you weren't prepared, mama. Not for a role like P Valley. You was go, K. Michelle, you mean to tell me you was ready to go up and down the pole. And you was ready to give all of that. Because, like, I feel like that girl, she may have a stunt double here and there, but I feel like she's doing a lot of her own stunts. K. Michelle, I just don't know if it would have hit the same because you're not really an actress like that. I feel like this girl, I feel like they got the cast right, but I feel like it's kind of killing her because the show is doing so good and she was so close. But I don't feel like if K. Michelle was the lead, I don't think the show would have been that good. I don't think it would have did what it's doing. I couldn't see K. Michelle embodying the character of Mercedes and doing a good job at it. I'm not going to lie. I can't see it. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. But let's go back to the call-in line. Okay, how long have we been on here? We got a lot of calls. If you want to get on here, super chat last four to the top. Let me see what we got going on. How long we've been on here? Okay. We've been on here a lot. Okay, we got 2,400 people in the chat. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know how this works. I'm just inserting stuff. I don't know where is inserting at. Okay. Here we are. Let's take a couple more, and then we are going to rapidy rap. Hold on. I got to see how long we've been on here. Trying to see. We've been on here over an hour. My goodness, y'all. All right, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's see what we got going. All right, 7633, you are live on the air.
Hey, Armon, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Finally got on to speak to you.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Charlamagne.
Okay.
I think he's being a bully at this point.
Okay.
I really think he's being a bully, but he didn't have that energy when they was chasing him around the car in New York.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Talking that talk and they sent after him. And
Okay.
He was running. I think he forgot that part.
Okay.
So he needs to like chill out and try to be a little bit more supportive instead of being a hater.
So you team Joe Budden?
It's not that I'm team Joe Budden because he has been a little bit rude too, but I don't think like at this time when he's down, and just to keep kicking him while he's down, that's a bit much. So it should be more like a supportive thing, being that they're both doing the same thing. But you know how people are. They're not going to support you. They may think you might get better than them. So they don't show support. And fathers like that Ray J and Princess Love thing, like Princess Love should have been left. He's going to keep doing what he's going to do. She should like secure her own bag and just leave him alone. He's going to keep humiliating you in front of everybody. You know, I mean, I know you got kids and everything, but at this point, you just need to leave. All this back and forth, she started it when she went on air dishing out their business.
Yes, she did. I agree.
She started it, and nobody's not going to respect you if you airing out your business. That's like the same thing on everyday life of regular people. You get online and you bash your mate, and then when y'all back together, you want everybody to just look past what happened or what you said. That's not how things work. So they need to get it together. But thanks for taking my call, Armon.
No problem. Thank you for calling in. I love you for watching.
Love you too. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of, so listen, I'm seeing this new thing on here where, so wait, are y'all getting spam with ads? Somebody said they get spam with ads. I'm learning how this should go as we go. Like I literally am trying to figure this out. I don't know what's happening. Is ads just popping up? Let me know. Let's get another call. 6554.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just want to say I am new to your show.
Okay.
This is like my first time watching.
Oh,
Pretty interesting
wow.
so far.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to briefly touch on the Tahiri and Joe Budden situation.
Yes, let's go.
So I don't really know too much background about it, but I do know that Joe over the years has been problematic, and he is a womanizer and an abuser. So I kind of feel like whatever is happening to him right now is just his karma catching up. Like every dog has his day, and it's just his time. You know what I'm saying? And I really hated that people have to spin the narrative, oh, like he's a black man, so everybody is just coming for him. I really just truly feel that it's just he's getting the energy that he's put out there. I mean, Joe Budden is not like your stand-up guy, okay? And then as far as Tahiri goes, I do watch the show that she was on, and I really kind of think that the whole situation with her and Vado, I think it was fake, because when he jumped up and like proceeded to choke her, I kind of remember seeing her kind of like laughing a little bit. But let's just say for
no,
the
he
sake
really
of the
choked her
conversation
because
that
she threw that damn apple.
Huh?
They've been fighting like that. He choked her.
Okay. Well, you know, I did look at her. I didn't finish it, but she was on when she was on Unlocked.
Yes, Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee.
She
Yeah.
said Hollywood Unlocked. Right. Okay. So she said that she actually did acknowledge or talk about throwing the apples, but they didn't show that part. So I really think that show just kind of wants to hone in on the whole Me Too movement.
Okay.
Like it's never okay for a man to put his hands on a woman, which I agree to an extent. I think that if a woman is putting a man's life in danger and he needs to protect himself, then it's like, boom, do what you got to do. But if a woman throws an apple at you or takes your phone and breaks your phone, you just kind of have to know as a man when to use that type of force. And then the way he waited until they were in a group setting to do that, I felt like, you know, he could have just said, okay, you know what? I'm good on you. I'm leaving. You know, you're abusive. Or he could have brought it up. But I mean, abuse is a really thin line. I'm a victim of abuse.
Okay.
And a lot of times people will say, oh, well, you said this or you did that. Well, if I throw an apple at you, that doesn't mean that you get to pound me. If I take your phone, that doesn't mean that you get to pick me up and throw me into a toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
but maybe you shouldn't throw the
apple.
apple either, though, right? Because you don't get to decide how a person reacts when you attack them.
That is very true. But I think that is what I think that's what the show wanted to kind of bring to the forefront, that, you know, men are stronger than women physically. And so you do bear the burden of knowing when to use that force. Because if you don't exercise that knowledge, if you don't say, well, look, okay, I better walk away, you'll end up killing somebody.
Yes.
You could.
Yes.
You can kill a woman with your bare hands.
Yes.
And you'll end up in jail.
Yes.
You'll end up in jail because let's say that they were to go to court and Vado said, well, she threw apples at me. No judge or jury is going to say, well, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
No, they're going to say, well, you were supposed to leave or you should have called the police. But you don't get to choke somebody and damn near take their life because they threw an apple at you. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying to a 15-year-old, oh, well, you know, you slapped me, so now I get to fucking beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that. So I think that's why the show...
Yes.
I think that's why Dr. Ish and Judge Toller, I think that's why they took that route with it. But I do believe that they should have televised both sides so that everyone knows it is not okay to get aggressive physically.
Yes.
But I do still say that as men, unfortunately, because you are the stronger physically, you do bear the burden of saying, hey, I'm going to walk away or I'm going to call the police. Because if he would have called the police in any normal situation, they would have come out, they would have assessed the situation. And if they would have come to the conclusion that she was the aggressor, they would have taken her to jail. I've seen it all the time. So.
Well, thank you for calling in. I'm glad. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you subscribe so you can come back and join us.
Hello, motherfucker. Oh, yes. I'm definitely a new subby.
So how did you find us? Was this in like the recommended, or were you watching another video? Let us know how you found it. Did someone send it to you?
So, I mean, I basically had woke up from a nap and I clicked on YouTube, got on my YouTube, and I saw it said, because I look at Tasha K, so it was like, it suggested you because I watch her channel.
Yes.
So,
okay. Yes. Well, see, if you watch Tasha K, then I lay her out. I don't like Tasha K over here, but it's cool though. It's cool. You're still welcome.
You know what? Let me tell you something about Tasha K. I started watching her like over a year ago only because I don't look at TV. I don't have cable no more.
Yes.
So I thought she was entertaining. But the more and more I listen to her show or whatever, I learned that it's rooted in mess and not facts.
Well,
and I kind of like facts. I'm into facts. So I really don't, I don't really be checking for her like that. But, I appreciate everybody's come up.
And we love a good shit show every now and then. Every now and then. We like a little good salacious news. We all like the National Enquirer sometime. We like to see the train wreck. So, let's support all the content creators. But thank you so much. Have a good day, Boo.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Stay safe.
You too.
Bye.
All right. So, listen, let's play a game. See, since we got new people watching, we're going to try to play a game. Listen, we need 60 subscribers. I don't know what y'all doing. They unsubscribing people. YouTube is unsubscribing. They just unsubscribed like 30 people from my channel right now. I don't know if 30 of y'all just unsubscribed, but YouTube literally just unsubscribed 30 people. I don't know what I said, but somebody just got mad. So we're going to need at least 70 people to hit that subscribe button right now. So check and see if YouTube just unsubscribed you, because it just literally did it. Y'all know I be checking. All right, let's take a couple more, and then we're going to bounce out. All right, 7061, you're live on the air.
Hi, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
For a long time, this is my first time getting through. I'm okay. I just got off of work.
Okay, well, good. Shout out to you for getting off of work.
Okay, I had a few things. I had a few opinions on everything.
Okay, let's go.
For so long. I feel like I want to talk about everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Share, but I'm going to start with Joe and Charlamagne. I find it funny that for the last few weeks, I barely follow the Breakfast Club anymore. It's not that I dislike the show. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay.
But when I have been following the last couple of days, I noticed he's is constantly bringing up the Joe Budden situation in a negative light. And I find it funny because their situations are super similar. Like, he's talking about Joe Budden being like someone who antagonizes or harasses or abuses women, and he has a track record, a negative light with women himself. I'm not even going to go into that.
No.
But he has a previous case with another woman that I don't like. Okay, he talks about the animal abuse thing, but I follow Brilliant Idiots, and I've watched the podcast where he talks about his experience smoking weed, having a weird experience with a freaking puppy.
Yes.
I thought that was odd, but I took it as content in the light of a joke, if that makes sense. I'm a grown-up.
Yes.
I can understand it. Not everything is serious. Some things is to lighten the mood or give a weird perspective, okay? But you would think, given that he makes those type of jokes, he would have a little bit more understanding of the Joe Budden situation.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this is the same guy who made fun of Dame Dash when he came to Breakfast Club. I put things together in a circle. Dame Dash came to his show to talk about entrepreneurship and ownership as a black person.
Mm-hmm.
He mocked him the whole time. So it's not beyond me to believe that he would mock Joe. But at the same time, try to simulate the situation with this whole, oh, hey, we're starting a whole black, podcast movement. The thing is, while I respect that, if that's the case, you would support other black content creators. That's my pretty much outlook on him. I feel like Charlamagne's a huge hypocrite in my book. I'm all about black content, but let's be fair here. Don't say you're supporting it, but at the same time, you're doing a lot of things that subtly you're throwing shade in the background. I'm a female. I recognize shade when I see it. And I see it.
Mm.
That's my thing on Charlamagne. I'm supportive of both of them, but I feel like it's a little salt in his game. Just like with you and Tasha, I'm not going to go there. I feel like it's a little salt in her game.
Okay.
When you mention her, it's a reason. When she mentions you, it's a little salt.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see it, and I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
With the Tahiri thing, I'm gonna hurry up because I feel like other people want to go, and I waited long enough. I want to be fair. With the Tahiri situation, I am, because I'm a viewer, and I'll be in the live chat, and I see the smoke you get when you're on the phone too long. I'm gonna write this up. In like
Yeah, they said it's the smoke, baby.
I understand. I waited my turn. Everybody needs a turn. So, with the Tahiri situation, I find it odd now that she's super at odds with Joe. She's like, oh, I was terrified in our relationship.
Let me ask you this.
Feel like I'm
Do
in
you
danger.
feel like Jason Lee was told to told to set up Tahiri to tear down Joe? Like, that's the real tea. Do we feel like Jason Lee was in on that?
Absolutely. I didn't know that it would be him, right? But I knew someone was coming to sit with Tahiri because she's coming fresh off the marriage boot camp. I saw her little situation with Vado. That was messy. So for Joe Budden to be going through this situation where he's outing his dealings with Spotify, and then all of a sudden every girlfriend he's had in the last 13 years is resurfacing with abuse allegations. I'm not saying that anyone is lying, but it's just odd to me. So I figured someone was coming to sit with her. But this is the same young lady that went on Love and Hip Hop as the third wheel in Joe Budden's relationship. Let's not forget, let's put things in a circle here. I would never go on TV with another man and his fiance to talk about how there still might be feelings.
Right.
That's a weird flex. It's been too long. It's been over a decade, mama. Let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You got a whole new man on marriage boot camp, but you on Love and Hip Hop about 9 months ago, high-fiving Joe Budden, but now you're terrified for your life. Now to this day, you don't know if you're safe. You were safe on Love and Hip Hop. I've seen their security. They wouldn't make me feel safe. So if I already felt unsafe, I'm not going on the show. So I don't necessarily feel like her plea is genuine, if that makes sense.
Yes, I'm with you.
I feel like it may be a little financial backing or a little push from, not saying Spotify, from anybody who considers their self-competition to that platform, and they nudged her. Even when I watched it, I liked Jason Lee. He may be a little messy, but sometimes I want a little messy.
Right.
So that's fine. But when I watched her, even as a female, I teared up before she did. That's a red flag for me. Watching her talk about how difficult that situation was for her and watching her force tears. I have children. When they don't want to do something, I see the force. Like, I really don't feel like doing this chore right now. I felt like that watching her. Like, I'm like, why am I tearing up? I have a past with domestic violence. So why am I tearing up before you? But this is so real for you. You were just on marriage boot camp. I wish I had the financial backing to go to therapy. I do not. You were sitting in front of cameras with to an extent you're being paid to go to therapy on the show based on therapeutic methods, and you didn't bring that up, but you go to Jason Lee. Come on. Don't insult my intelligence. Don't do that. Jason Lee is a lot of things.
5 more seconds, caller. It's getting long-winded. Let's go.
I love you guys.
I love you
Go
too.
do your thing. That's all the rest.
Bye. All right, so listen. Let's get the likes to at least 1,000 likes. I mean, it's 1,000 people here. We only got 700 likes. Come on, guys. You guys know. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. We're gonna take another caller. As long as you guys are being interactive, the likes that help our engagement. So let's hit the like button, please. All right. Likes are literally free. Okay. 0949, you're live on the air. Hello? Okay, not ready. Okay, 209 1269. Okay, thank you. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to wrap it there because now the caller's starting to get, if you didn't make it through.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, because y'all, we ain't even got 1,000 likes, but we got almost 3,000 people in the chat. I know you lying. I'm over here performing and y'all not even hitting the like. We was taking all them calls. Well, a lot of people ask me what's the intro song. I'm seeing an intro song. My intro song, you can find it on iTunes, Spotify. It's called Remind You. Excuse me. See, I got my hiccups. It's just Armon, JUSARMON. It's Remind You. If you guys like that song, I put that in the beginning of some of my videos. Outside of that, listen, I'm rooting for everybody black. It's going to be interesting to see how this situation goes with Charlamagne and Joe Budden. I don't think that this is the end. I feel like there is going to be another response from Charlamagne, but I think he's going to continue to do it privately or, underneath the radar. But I'm enjoying watching and learning, because this is I'm kind of in this business too. So I'm trying to see how these, men maneuver through. And it's interesting how, they're kind of beefing, but then they're cool, but then they're beefing. It's just interesting to see how this whole thing is going to play out. As far as Princess and Ray J, I think that they should split. As far as Erica Mena, best of luck. K. Michelle, maybe next season. Cardi B, congratulations. Masika's trash. And Ashley Darby, girl, I guess get it how you live, but I'm still not smelling no 50, 60-year-old white man's, bottoms. Not no white ass. Okay? So with that being said, I want you guys all to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. That's where we decide, that's where you guys, in case you don't get your notifications, I do post every time I'm going live on Instagram, Twitter, and then we go live here. I want you guys to make sure that you're here for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for your support. Thanks for all your love. Thanks for your cash apps. Thanks. Shout out to all the members. We will be doing a members only soon. And with that being said, if there's nothing else, I want y'all to keep that same energy, and I'll see y'all in the next video. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, feel free to email me at thearmonwigginsshow@gmail.com or send me a DM or send me a tweet. And if you tweet me, make sure you use the hashtag The Armon Wiggins Show. All right. So I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, I love y'all. Shout out to all the new subscribers and goodbye.